Most of you aren't building a business. You're building a museum for your own money. You celebrate the investment, the new boat, the 100 tons of feed, the real estate deposit, but you aren't tracking the return trip. Your capital is stranded in the frontier, and every day it stays out there, it's losing its power to fight for you. You don't have a lack of money, you have a velocity problem. I'm releasing the Capital Velocity Audit, the surgical analysis of the time it takes for an investment to return to your war chest. We are going to kill the stagnation tax and turn your cash flow into a high-frequency weapon. The masterclass and the Velocity Audit ledgers are live. Link in bio. Accelerate the flow. Stop bragging about your assets if they are holding your cash hostage. You've tied up your capital in a massive harvest or a transport fleet, and now you're sitting there, waiting for the market to move. Every day your money is in transit or in the pond is a day it isn't compounding. You are paying a stagnation tax that is invisible but lethal. You're watching opportunities pass you by, the distressed land in Namur, the cheap fuel bulk buy, because your war chest is empty. You aren't an industrialist, you're a donor to the status quo. You are living in a cemetery of cash, where your money goes to sleep for 6 months at a time. It's time to stop spending and start launching capital that knows how to come home fast. In the hard sectors, speed is a multiplier of scale. If your competitor turns their capital over twice a year and you turn yours 4 times, you have doubled your empire without spending an extra cent of your own money. Velocity isn't a finance term, it's a sovereign weapon. If you can shrink the gap between cash out and cash in, you become unstoppable. You can outbid, outrun, and outlast anyone in the lagoon or the city. The Capital Velocity Audit is your protocol to measure the heartbeat of your holding. We are going to identify the clogs in your system, the late-paying clients, the slow growth cycles, the idle logistics, and we are going to burn them out. If the money isn't moving, the empire is dying. Look at your current balance sheet. This is the before state. It's a world of frozen capital. Image, a spreadsheet showing capital in transit with 180-day return cycles and high receivables debt. You invested 50,000 euros in BSF larvae production. That money is now locked for 45 days of growth, 15 days of processing, and 60 days of waiting for the industrial buyer to pay the invoice. That's 120 days where your 50K is doing exactly 0 for your alpha vision. Your return to chest time is abysmal. You have no liquidity buffer. You're constantly tight on cash despite having millions in paper value. You're an entrepreneur who is being strangled by your own success because you didn't account for the friction of time. You are operating a frozen engine where the oil has turned to sludge and you're trying to fix it by pouring in more fuel that you don't have. Now let's visualize the after state. This is capital sovereignty. In this state, you have liquid agility. You've optimized your growth cycles using bio-intensive feeding to shave 10 days off the harvest. You've implemented milestone payments for your transport routes, so you get paid while the boat is still moving. You have in-off-tech settlement. You use digital escrow and automated invoicing. Your velocity ledger shows a pulse that is fast and strong. Because your capital returns to the war chest 3x faster, you can execute 3x more projects in the same fiscal year. You aren't waiting for profit, you are harvesting velocity. You have territorial locking because you are the only one with the cash on hand to snap up the distressed assets in Antwerp or Namur the moment they hit the market. How do you cross that bridge from frozen to fast? You use the Capital Velocity Ledger. The bridge is built by the daily discipline of cycle time mapping. Step 1. The In the Wild Audit. Exactly how many days is your capital away from your control? Track every cent from the moment it leaves the chest. Step 2. The Friction Kill. Identify the one stage that takes the longest. Is it the administrative bottleneck? Is it the slow growth cycle? Apply the alpha upgrade to that specific stage. Step 3. The Payment in Motion SOP. Stop waiting for the end of the month. Move to weekly or milestone-based settlement. This bridge is governed by the 90-day max rule. If an investment cannot return to the war chest within 90 days, it must carry a premium yield to justify the stagnation. You reinvest your time savings into InnovTech, automated accounting and supply chain finance tools, to ensure you own the evidence of your speed. This is how you move from carrying the grain to owning the flow. You are training the ant to respect the second so the alpha can govern the year. By now, the awareness should be absolute. Wealth is not about how much you have. It's about how fast you can move it. You've heard the protocol. You understand that stagnation is the enemy of the alpha vision. But a capital velocity audit is just a piece of paper until you look at your bank statement and face the reality of your frozen cash. I am using this exact high-frequency logic to build Alpha Holding. We don't just invest, we launch capital with a return ticket already booked. I've made the capital velocity audit protocol and the return to chest ledgers available to you. I've uploaded the dynamic spreadsheets, the ones that track your days to liquidity and your compound velocity ROI, to my Patreon. This is the tactical manual for the entrepreneur who is ready to stop waiting and start winning. I am not looking for accountants. I am looking for architects of momentum. On the Corifea Patreon, you are getting the steel, the milestone payment contract templates, the cycle time optimization roadmaps, and the framework for building your own war chest dashboard to dominate the 2026 fiscal year. Your task for this week is clinical. Perform a velocity audit on your largest current project. Calculate exactly how many days it will take for your initial capital to return to your hand. Identify the clog by Friday. Find the one stage where your money is sitting still and kill the delay. Master the clock. Own the market. Go to the link in my bio. Join the Corifea Inner Circle on Patreon. Download the Capital Velocity Audit and start your momentum pivot today. The horizon belongs to the one who moves the fastest. I am Parfait Eti, and this is Corifea Strategic. I'll see you on the inside.